You ever have those moments where you're all motivated, excited, and just wanting to move on with your goals and keep pushing, and then all your past choices and experiences suddenly come and kick you in the ass? Well, that kind of happened to me. And it didn't really help that I also got a pretty bad flu over the weekend while I was trying to make changes over this past month. Thankfully, I am feeling a lot better, so thank you for those who have been continually praying for me. But thankfully, I am feeling a lot better now and being able to slowly get back into the good habits that I built up. So, the best way I can explain the past month and what I've been doing progress wise is an experimentation phase to see what works and what do I need to change because I'm too stubborn to listen to the advice of others, especially when it comes to finding the right eating habit that I can maintain, not hate, and along with learning how to relax on the weekends without overindulging, especially on high calorie foods that I tend to love. I have particular focus right now on alcohol because the science shows that is the biggest stumbling block to my progress right now. It's not that because I drink too many days, it's just when I drink, I tend to go heavy, and at that point, I just get the munchies, and next thing you know, I'm feasting on Taco Bell, KFC, and a whole bunch of other things that pretty much just undo all the progress I've made in the gym and diet wise. Luckily, because I have been working on myself for a while, especially in the gym, going to the gym is not so much of a hard habit for me at the moment or pushing myself. I mean, I do kind of want a trainer, but I'm also too stubborn to listen to what they wanted to say, and I like the idea of experimenting and figuring out what works for me. Also, it kind of is awesome to be able to see my gym crush there. Like, my gym crush is like my main crush. And luckily, I was able to see him all again, and that definitely helped remotivated me. He's a very beautiful man, and I hope to get to know him better, but it is something I'm also praying about, and we'll see how that goes. Now, understand, I don't work out for him. Of course, I want to look my best and want to attract everyone else, but he's not my main motivation for working out. It's so that I can just look good for whoever the hell for whoever actually does find me attractive, not so much for one particular person, especially if it turns out that he's straight or just not interested in me. The other issue I've been having lately is money. And well, I need to stop having expensive tastes when I go out. Also, it is part of my nature to want to cover for my friends because when I invite them out, I want them to enjoy themselves and not have to worry about anything, and it's just my social thing. Also, there is kind of some history along with that, with me feeling like I need to pay for friends or that they'll like me less if I don't. So I'm currently working on that. That is one mental health thing that I am focusing on, but I do know that the good friends that I have really do care about me and like me for me. The other mental health thing I'm working on is learning to tell myself no more often, especially when it comes to spending money or pretty much doing things that are counter goal productive. One success that I have that I'm very proud about is sadly over the past couple months due to stress and everything I did pick up smoking again, but I have quit, and so far it's been about 2 weeks since my last cigarette, so very proud about that. And for those who are following my fitness journey, my bod pod results are 1 pound of fat loss, but sadly due to being sick and staying out of the gym, I've lost 3 pounds of muscle and I went down 0.8% body fat. And success money wise, my emergency savings is building back up, but unfortunately, due to my best friend's wedding, and I have no regret about this, she is definitely worth it. I probably will have to be dipping into that again, but I do have a stable plan to be able to build it back up to its goal height by the end of December. So as you can see through this video and all the ones that I have posted in the past and will be posting in the future, this process is absolutely not easy. It has a lot of mental hiccups. It's so hard to try to change yourself and how you live life in order to reach your goals because you have to think in so many different ways. A lot of times when we look at motivational things or see people who change, we see before and after, but not so much like the day-to-day process of the struggles, the pain, the mental aspects, the failures. I would have to say my whole process so far has been just one failure after another and just getting back up. But what keeps me going and what keeps motivating me is hope. Hope that I will reach my goals because I feel that is who I truly am. I took so many years just going down paths that are not healthy for me, that are not good for me mentally, physically, spiritually, etc. It's not going to just change overnight because just like any kind of medical procedure that requires in-depth healing, it's going to take time, and time is part of the process to be able to become the person who I want to be, because a lot of it has to do with patience and trusting the process. Just be sure, like I do, to celebrate the small victories, but celebrate them in a way that doesn't negate all the progress that you've been making. And for me, and for those who also are believers, trust God. I mean, He's the one who's going to guide us. He has our back. And that is one reason why faith is so amazing, is because we can let go of anxiety and fear and just be like, okay, I'm trusting the process. I'm going to trust this path. You guide me. You know me so much better than I know myself, and you love me more than I do. So, as always, please keep praying for me. I will always be praying for you guys. Hope everything is going well. And until next time, be blessed.